The contribution of Dr. Wall is tremendous. See, our Kemkaji has mentioned that one generation opens the road upon which another generation travels. A number of generations widen it, day in and day out. The road smoothens. Hundreds of years later, in and out, the road stands a great highway. It becomes a great highway. Today, all the acupressure routes have become grand trunk roads. You can smoothly travel and learn the travels towards jnana, towards wisdom. I don't want to take much of your time to take you further in the journey of learning Dr. Walls through the best possible person. And before we start, I offer our salutation to our Samsthan past President Shri Kemkaji and the present President Shri J.P. Agrawal sir. And once again, on behalf of all of you, extend a hearty welcome to our beloved Professor Chanchalji, Chanchal Agarwalji. Over to Chanchalji. Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ishan. And thank you, every one of you, for joining the second session of Dr. Wall. So let us start with the next part of Dr. Wall. In the previous class, we covered a few things. So we'll continue after that. So let me just go through that part. Whatever we have done in the previous class, and then we'll move on to new topic. So in the previous class, we discussed about Dr. Wall, and we also discussed why Dr. Wall's work is known as EAV, because Dr. Wall's work is based on electroacupuncture. He worked on acupuncture and he also worked on passing electricity on the acupuncture point. So we call it electroacupuncture, and that is why the name electroacupuncture, according to Dr. Wall, that is EAV. There's a difference between EOV and EAV. So don't confuse between the two. With time, you'll understand about EOV also. First, let us discuss only EAV. Then we discussed about the meridians which are present all over the body. This is according to TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. So meridians which are present all over the body, Dr. Wall worked on these meridians and he found out that some points are present. The points which are discussed in TCM are imaginary points, but Dr. Wall said that these points are actually histological areas which are present in the grooves of the bones. So ये हड्डियों के joints पर present वो grooves हैं जहां पर ये points present है. This was actually worked on by Dr. Wall. And then he discussed about some new meridians. So there are total 12 plus 2 meridians in TCM, but he discussed 9 more meridians. These 9 more meridians are marked here in pink color. You can see the pink colored meridians, the lymph meridian, nerve degeneration meridian, allergy meridian, organ degeneration. So the beautiful part is Dr. Wall said, why to leave the gaps empty? So fill it up with new meridians. So the blue meridians are actually the TCM meridians. So there were gaps, vacant spaces on the fingers and toes. He said there are total 9 more meridians which can be plotted on these gaps. So total 4 meridians on palm, that is the, and also 4 meridians on the toes. So there are total 8 meridians which are starting from either the fingers or the toes. ये 8 meridians हुई. इसके अलावा he also said there is one more meridian which is present around the eyes. आंखों के चारों तरफ present है, which is not actually plotted on any finger or toe, but at times we plot it on the palm. हथेली पर कई बार हम इसे plot कर सकते हैं. So this meridian, which is eye orbit meridian, it has points all over the eyes. So these are total 9 meridians. Okay. Then we discussed about some very important points, like we have shoe points in TCM. We have CMP, MP, SMP, PSMP, all these points in Dr. Wall's meridians. So these are very, very important points. We should know the abbreviations. We should also know the full form of these abbreviations, and we should also know what these points are doing. What is the function of these points? Out of these points, the most important, the chief minister of all the point is CMP. So we should remember CMP of all the meridians. These are very important points. Then we discussed about the name of the different meridians. We just discussed about the name of the meridians. So this is actually a very beautiful chart where the abbreviation is given, the full name is given, how many points are there, and what does this particular meridian do. So you can take a screenshot of this meridian, this chart. It will help you in future also. So it's a compilation of all the 9 meridians. Okay. So we'll discuss about each meridian. We'll take each meridian in detail and we'll discuss about it, what this particular meridian is doing. For example, today we'll start with lymph meridian. Okay. These are actually the TCM meridians, which we'll discuss with time. And we also discussed about the difference between TCM and EAV. How EAV is different from TCM. This we have already covered in the previous class. So today we'll start with the first of the 9 tissue meridians, and that is your lymph meridian. Okay. So what is lymph meridian? LIMPH, lymph meridian. Maybe many of you heard about this meridian. Maybe some of you are very new to this meridian. So I'll start from the root, from the base only, what this lymph meridian is. But before we start this new tissue meridian, the first of all tissue meridians, let us understand a few things. The most important thing which we should understand is, if we don't know this, what is lymph, then there's no point of understanding what is lymph meridian. Why? Because if we don't understand what is lymph, what is it doing in the body, how will we use this meridian? What we'll be doing is only finding out the protocol and applying it on the body. You'll not be able to understand the significance of this meridian. So first, let us understand what is lymph. What is lymph? You know what is blood? Similarly, there is a fluid which is present in the body, which is flowing through the body, and it is performing very important function in the body. And that fluid, which is colorless and is flowing through some vessels, like blood flows through blood vessels. There are containers through which blood is flowing. Similarly, you have some container through which lymph is flowing. So lymph is a fluid. Lymph is a fluid, body fluid, which is flowing through some vessels. And it is flowing all over the body. Then what is the significance of this lymph? If I show you this diagram, this is a very, very beautiful diagram of lymph. And this is not imaginary diagram. This is very much anatomical picture of the body, where you can see the white colored structures. You can see the white, can you see the white colored structures all over these structures, these small, narrow structures which are flowing, which is forming a network all over the body, is nothing but lymph vessels. So like you have blood vessels, you have lymph vessels, which is forming a network all over the body. And you can see small pearl-like structures in between. Can you see small pearl-like structures all over the body? See? So this structure, these round structures are nothing but the lymph nodes. You must have heard of the term lymph node, and especially in case of cancer patients, that lymph node is affected, isn't it? So what is this lymph? Why is it present in the body, and what is it doing? So this lymph is a fluid which is present in the body to do 2 main functions. It performs 2 most important functions. One very, very important function of lymph is immunity, that most of us know, that it provides immunity to the body because it has a lot of WBCs. Okay. Another very, very important function of lymph is it supplies nutrition. So there are certain areas where blood cannot reach. So on those areas, the nutrition is supplied through lymph. How lymph supplies nutrition to those areas? Now this picture everyone has seen. No? So just focus on few areas which you must not miss out. One is like the appendix area. And that is why this picture is very beautiful. The appendix area, spleen area, the thymus area. Also focus on the tonsils. Also focus on the bones. And also focus on small intestine. So these are the major areas which are supplied by lymph. Lymph flows through these areas more than rest of the body. Also focus on some more areas like the groin region, the armpit, and the neck area. So you can see these areas have more pearls, that means more nodes are there. So these are the areas which has more flow of lymph into it. Okay. Also focus on, I'll just zoom it for you, this area. This area. So you can see there's a big vessel here, isn't it? There's a big vessel. There's a big vessel in the center. So this is the area, this is a vessel which actually is collecting the lymph into it from all over the body, and it is going up, it is moving up, and you can see there are two channels here, isn't it? So it is actually dividing the from left side, a channel is going up, from the right side, a channel is going up, and it is moving up and pouring the lymph ultimately into blood. So this is a new thing for every one of us, and we should remember that lymph actually drains itself into the blood vessel. Which blood vessel? It drains itself into the superior vena cava. You should note it down somewhere. It drains its contents into superior vena cava. I'll show you one more very beautiful picture that will clear a lot of concept. This is also a very beautiful diagram. See this. This is heart. This every one of us know. This heart, from the heart, the artery is supplying the body. When the vessels are supplying blood to the whole body, at a certain area, it divides into branches, smaller capillaries. Okay. So small capillaries are formed from the main branch, which is supplying the blood. So when blood flows through these small capillaries, there's a lot of pressure in the blood capillaries. And because of this huge pressure and narrow area, blood leaks out into the area, surrounding area. So this is the surrounding area, this is the surrounding area, and these are the small capillaries. So from the capillaries, the liquid which is coming out from the blood vessel does not contain RBC. RBC is retained within the capillary. So what comes out is actually a fluid which is now called lymph. Now is it clear to every one of us? What is lymph? Lymph is a part of blood only. From the blood only lymph is formed. Because when the blood is flowing through the capillary, it is unable to pass through certain areas, and because of high pressure, some fluid is coming out from the capillary, which is called the lymph. Now this lymph, see, focus on this green area. This lymph is collected by small vessels and forms a bigger vessel, which is called the lymphatic trunk. And this lymphatic trunk is actually ultimately going, see the arrow, follow the arrow. It is ultimately draining into the vein. It is opening into vein. And this vein is opening into heart. So it should be very clear to every one of us, that from heart, blood goes to arteries for the whole body. And while passing through the arteries, it ultimately reaches the capillaries. When it is passing through the capillaries, because of high pressure, some fluid comes out in the tissue space. And from this tissue space, this fluid, which is now called the lymph, is collected by lymph vessel. This lymph vessel flows up to the veins and ultimately into the heart. Now, I think it is clear to everyone that there is a relation between blood and lymph and heart. You cannot segregate, you cannot separate these three parts of the body. Blood is connected to lymph and is connected to heart as well. Like you cannot segregate heart from blood, you cannot segregate lymph from heart. I'll show you one more very beautiful picture, which you may not get very easily, but this is a very beautiful picture. See this also, huh? You just understand this. The terms you may not remember, but just understand this. So this is a very beautiful picture, very, very clear picture. This is heart. Okay, this is heart. And what is this blue structure? This blue structure is your superior vena cava. Remember this. There are two veins which are draining into the heart. This is heart. So from the upper part, superior vena cava, and from the lower part, inferior vena cava. These are the two veins which drain its blood into the heart. Superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Now this superior vena cava has two branches. One is coming from the right side and one is coming to the left side. And ultimately we call superior vena cava. See, this is called superior vena cava. And this superior vena cava is opening into the heart. Okay. Now focus only on this one, green one, the thoracic duct and the right lymphatic duct. So thoracic duct is actually coming from the left side of the body. Left side of the body. And right lymphatic duct is coming from the right side of the body. What are these two ducts doing? These two ducts are nothing but the lymph channels. So from the right side, right lymphatic duct is going up, and from the left side, the thoracic duct is going up, and it is opening into the superior vena cava. Now you can see it is opening here. It is draining its fluid into the heart. Now, from right and left side, this fluid comes into the heart. Is it clear to everyone? Yes? No? What? Okay, great. So we should understand, first what we understood is, number one, what is lymph? Lymph is a fluid tissue which flows through the body. Where does it flow? It flows through the lymph vessels. Where is it present? It is present all over the body. What are its parts? Its parts are lymph, lymph vessel, and lymph nodes. All three are part of lymphatic system only. Like you have circulatory system, excretory system, respiratory system. Similarly, you have lymphatic system in the body. Where is this lymph produced? It is present near the capillaries. Wherever the capillaries are there, lymph fluid is present in the tissue. Where is this lymph fluid going, it is supplying the whole body, it is supplying the nutrition, it is removing the debris, it is collecting the excretory material, and it is bringing back itself with itself the different toxins into the superior vena cava, which is ultimately opening into the heart. So now one more new thing which we understood today is, in circulatory system, we always say that from the right side of the body, deoxygenated blood comes into the heart. Yes or no? Yes. But today we understood it is not only the deoxygenated blood, but also the lymph, which is collecting its debris from all over the body, is poured into the heart. Isn't it? So it's a very, very important thing we should know before we understand lymph meridian. Then you will be able to use it with emotions and attachment to the meridian, that, okay, this is what it is doing when you're applying the point, right? One more thing which we should know before we start the meridian is, where is this meridian present? This meridian actually starts, I'll write down something for you. You can note it down. LY. Now you know the anatomy and physiology of lymph. So what is this meridian doing as Wall's meridian? That now you should know. LY meridian means lymph meridian. So the abbreviation of lymph meridian is LY meridian. How many points are there? There are total 24 points mentioned by Dr. Wall. See, let us understand one more thing. And the beauty of Dr. Wall's meridian is, when Dr. Wall started working on TCM meridians, he understood and he identified that TCM points are the points which are used not only for treatment, but can be used for diagnosis also. You should also understand this very clearly. What did I say? I'll repeat it again. Dr. Wall's के जो meridian के points हैं, he said, आप इन points को, you can treat these points, you can choose these points not only for treatment, सिर्फ treatment के लिए ही नहीं use करेंगे, आप इन्हें diagnosis में भी use कर सकते हैं, and it is very, very important. So whenever you're using Dr. Wall's points, these will help you in diagnosis also. किसी भी point पे आपको pain मिल रहा है, then ultimately you understand that there is some problem in that area of the body. Okay. So there are total 24 points in this particular meridian, and there is a CMP. CMP means the chief minister of that meridian, of the lymph meridian, and it is LY1 small dash 2 1 2. Okay. This meridian is a very, very interesting meridian, and it is considered as one of the most important meridian of Dr. Wall's tissue meridians. Total जितनी 9 meridians हैं, उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा important किसको माना गया? Lymph के meridian को. Why this meridian is so very important? Because Dr. Wall's lymph meridian, I'll show you the picture of lymph meridian. This lymph meridian is a meridian which controls a lot of, it controls the immunity, it controls the infection of all the sense organs. ऐसे आप याद रखना, इसको ना थोड़ी थोड़ी चीजों को, कुछ कुछ चीजों को याद रखना चाहिए. जैसे देखिए, सारी चीजें तो एक संग याद नहीं रख पाएंगे, क्योंकि इट इज लाइक एन ओशियन जिसमें आपको कुछ कुछ मोतियों को खोज के निकालना है. तो आपको लिम्फ के लिए क्या याद रखना है? कोई भी सेंस ऑर्गन में जब भी इंफेक्शन हो, whenever there is an infection in any of the sense organ, you should choose lymph meridian. So this is a key point. What are the sense organs? Eyes, nose, ears, skin, mouth, your tongue. So these are actually the sense organs. And whenever there is an infection in any of these sense organs, you will choose lymph meridian. Why will you choose lymph meridian? Because these points on the lymph meridian are controlling the immunity of these areas. It drains out the toxins from these areas. Okay, so just a minute, I'll just show you the picture of this is ND meridian, but okay, doesn't matter. I'll just plot the points for you. If I show you, the first point is present here. Okay, it is present here. Second point is present here. Third point is present here. Fourth point is present here. See, where the point is, where is the channel is not so very important. Why it is not so very important? Because you have the chart. If you open your book number 3, treatise 3, you will find all the points and their plotting. What you need to understand is where are these points present. So as we discussed in the last class, जैसे हमने last class में भी discuss किया था, all the points are present in the grooves. So this is a groove. So अगर आप अपने probe को यहाँ touch करते हैं, then you will find there is a groove here, and in the groove you have, in this groove you have the point. In this groove you have the point. So ये हड्डी जो है इसका जहां पर depression बन रहा है, in the depression you will find the point. Okay, so there are some very important things which we should remember about lymph meridian also, and it is pathway of lung meridian in Chinese is followed by lymph meridian. What does it mean? It means that जब हम Chinese acupressure में TCM की बात करते हैं, so where is the lung meridian present according to TCM? So it starts near the clavicle bone. Lungs का जो first point है, it starts near the lung clavicle bone. It is almost 6 kun from the mediastinum, from the center line. So from 6 kun, if you measure 6 kun, so that means 4 finger. So if you come to this point, which is present below the clavicle, near the below the first rib. So this is the lung meridian, which goes to the inner side. That means the yin side of, or the palmar side of the arm, and it flows to the thumb. Radial side से होते हुए ये कहाँ तक जाती है? ये अंगूठे पर जाकर खत्म होती है, near the nail का bed के पास में. ठीक है? Now this area, which was booked by TCM for lungs meridian, was taken by Dr. Wall's lymph meridian. So this is a path which is actually now lymph meridian. So whenever there is any infection in the body, rub over this area. क्या करना है? कुछ नहीं समझ में आए तो जिसको भी बता रहे हैं या खुद पर कर रहे हैं तो एक रोलर या कुछ ले लीजिए. जिमी नहीं है, रोलर नहीं है, तो just take a pen and roll over this area. Which area? The outer, the yin yang ka borderline. So on this area, if you rub it with a pen, pencil, whatever you have, or a wooden jimmy or a probe, whatever you have, you are activating all the lymph points. Second thing what you can do is, if you apply a black line on the lymph channel, that is also doing the function of bringing immunity to the body because it kills infection. So ये दो छोटी सी बातें हैं, टिप हैं जो आप फॉलो कर सकते हो while using lymph meridian. Now there are some very important points which are present on the lymph meridian. What are these points? Number 1. See, all the points are explained in treatise 3. खेमका सर की लिखी हुई treatise 3 में सारे points बहुत अच्छे से explained है, but कुछ points को याद रखना चाहिए. For example, number 1, you should remember LY1. What is this LY1 number point doing? In the last class, we discussed about this theory also to understand and remember all Dr. Wall's points. And it was for the lower part of the body, below the diaphragm. Which number point is important? Put it in the chat box. Dr. Wall के कौन से point काम करेंगे? Number 1. Above diaphragm, कौन से point काम करेंगे? नंबर 2। एंड हेड एंड नेक के एरिया में कौन से पॉइंट काम करेंगे? पॉइंट नंबर 3। वेरी गुड। सो दिस यू शुड रिमेंबर 1, 2 एंड 3। यानी डॉक्टर वॉल के पॉइंट्स में जब 1 नंबर पॉइंट को यूज करते हैं तो मोस्टली हम कौन से पार्ट के लिए यूज करते हैं? लोअर पार्ट के लिए। एक्सेप्शंस आर ऑलवेज देयर, बट इन जनरल हम रूल के तौर पे याद कर सकते हैं लोअर पार्ट के लिए 1, मिडिल पार्ट के लिए 2 एंड अपर पार्ट के लिए 3 नंबर पॉइंट काम आएगा। सो LY1 कौन से पार्ट के लिए काम आएगा? इस लॉजिक से LY1 शुड बी यूजफुल इन द लोअर पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी, बट LY का 1 से लेकर ऑलमोस्ट 3 नंबर पॉइंट तक, इट इज दीज पॉइंट्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स फॉर द सेंस ऑर्गन्स। ये याद रखना है। LY1 is a very important point for palatine tonsil. What is palatine tonsil? कभी मिरर में अपना मुंह खोलकर when you can see the two tonsils on two sides, और अगर घर में किसी और का देख सकते हैं तो टॉर्च से देखेंगे, मुंह खोलने के बाद में दो साइड में दो टॉन्सिल्स आपको दिखते हैं। Those tonsils are called palatine tonsil. Let me see if I have the picture with me. Just a minute. Okay, in the next class, I'll show you the picture of the tonsils also, or if you give me a moment, I'll show you the picture. Because many people don't understand the meaning of tonsil only. खेमका सर की बुक्स में बहुत जगह लिखा हुआ है कि डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ टॉन्सिल्स का ट्रीटमेंट किन पॉइंट्स होता है, लेकिन हमें यही नहीं पता ये टॉन्सिल्स होते कहाँ हैं। सो वेयर आर दीज टॉन्सिल्स? देयर आर मेजर 4 types of tonsils which are present, 4 pair of tonsils which are present in the mouth cavity, and 4 types of tonsils. So ये 4 types of tonsils कौन कौन से हैं? एक है आपका पैलेटाइन टॉन्सिल जो आपको दिखता है, दिस इज पैलेटाइन टॉन्सिल। अगर आप आ करके मिरर के अंदर देखोगे ना, मिरर में अपना मुंह खोलकर देखेंगे तो ये जो दोनों साइड से दिखने वाला ये जो स्ट्रक्चर आपको दिखता है, दिस इज पैलेटाइन टॉन्सिल। दूसरा टॉन्सिल होता है ट्यूबल टॉन्सिल विच यू कैन नॉट सी, ऊपर की तरफ छुपा हुआ होता है। एक और टॉन्सिल है जिसको हम बोलते हैं फेरेंजियल टॉन्सिल, दिस इज ऑल्सो हिडन, इसी के पीछे के साइड होता है, उल्वा के पीछे की तरफ होता है। और ये 4th टाइप का टॉन्सिल है, दिस इज लिंगुअल टॉन्सिल, दिस इज ऑल्सो प्रेजेंट बिलो द टंग, टंग के अंदर के साइड प्रेजेंट होता है। सो दीज आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ टॉन्सिल्स। उसमें से आपको ध्यान किस पर देना है? ध्यान देना है पैलेटाइन टॉन्सिल पर फॉर LY1, जो जिसमें सबसे ज्यादा इन्फेक्शन होते हैं, खासकर बच्चों को भी। ठीक है, सो जो ये पैलेटाइन टॉन्सिल है जो कि सबसे ज्यादा अफेक्टेड होता है, जिसमें सबसे ज्यादा पेन होता है, जिसमें सबसे जल्दी इन्फेक्शन कैच करता है, for this you have LY1 as a very beautiful point which you can treat. Next very important point which we should remember is, this is also very useful point, and it is LY11. This point is for ear. Now this point is for ear means ear infection. Whenever I'm mentioning lymph, that means it's infection. Why? Because lymph is related to infection. Lymph का function ही किसके संग है? Infection के संग इसका connection है। जब भी किसी भी organ का नाम mention करूंगी तो इसका मतलब है वहां के infection को कम करेगा वो point. So LY11 किसका infection को कम करेगा? ear के infection को कम करेगा। LY12 ये तो बहुत important है ही। Why is this so important? Because it is CMP. And this CMP also works on all types of tonsils. तो जब भी टॉन्सिल्स की प्रॉब्लम हो तो किसका ध्यान आएगा? लिम्फ मेरिडियन का ध्यान आएगा। LY1A, दिस इज अगेन फॉर ट्यूबल टॉन्सिल, जो अभी हमने देखा ट्यूबल टॉन्सिल, दिस इज फॉर ट्यूबल टॉन्सिल। LY2, दिस इज फॉर टीथ, जॉ। दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, बिकॉज जब भी दांतों का दर्द होता है तो याद रखिए दांत के दर्द के लिए a problem attached to this foci is its infection. दांत का दर्द हमेशा अपने संग इन्फेक्शन लेकर आता है। So जब भी इन्फेक्शन होगा, दांतों की तकलीफ होगी, तो LY2 is a marvelous point. LY2 के ऊपर में प्रेशर देकर देखेंगे तो दर्द मिलेगा। ठीक है. LY2A, this is for eyes. LY3, this is a very important point because this is not only for nose, but it is also for sinus and also for nasal passage. साइनस, जितने भी टाइप के साइनस हैं, सबके सब साइनस को ड्रेन करने के लिए LY3 is a marvelous point. LY4, this is now here. After this, you are coming down to the lung part. You are going down gradually. So LY4 is for lungs and mediastinum. Similarly, you have LY4A and 4B. These are very, very useful points, 4A and LY4B. बहुत यूज में होने वाले पॉइंट है 4A and 4B. क्यों? Because LY4A is for esophagus and 4B is for larynx and pharynx. Pharyngitis है या laryngitis है, इसमें 4B बहुत अच्छा काम करते हैं. So, किसी को भी laryngitis हो गई, गले में आवाज नहीं निकल रही है, बोलते बोलते यहाँ पर खराश आ जाती है, तो ये इसके लिए आप कौन सा पॉइंट यूज करोगे? LY4B. इवन pharynx में अगर कोई इन्फेक्शन है, pharyngitis हो गया है, then also you should choose LY4B. Okay. Then you have LY5 for heart, LY6 is a very important point because this is for arm. Even for breast removal. अगर breast remove हो गई हैं, सर्जरी में breast निकाल दी गई हैं, then LY6 is a very important point. Arms के लिए भी LY6 is a very important point. आप देखोगे बहुत बार patients आएंगे ऐसे, या आप किसी का भी ट्रीटमेंट कर रहे हो, then they say that यहाँ पर lymph का drainage नहीं हो रहा है. lymph का drainage नहीं हो रहा है, कैसे देख समझेंगे? Because the arm has swelled up. Okay, and one arm is of more diameter than the other arm. एक हाथ जो है वो दूसरे हाथ के comparison में ज्यादा चौड़ा हो गया, मोटा हो गया, फूल गया. So what is that? This is actually accumulation of fluid all over the arm. So which point to choose? LY6, because this helps in drainage of lymph in this area. LY7. This is a very important point for lymphatic trunk. See, this point may not sound very important for you because you don't understand, you will not understand seeing a patient whether there is problem related to lymphatic trunk or not. But just remember that there is a point that exists for lymphatic trunk. Okay, and then similarly you have other points in between the body, and you have a very, very important point. See, other points are also important, but I'm just mentioning the most important points, and that is LY10. This is a very important point. LY10 is for lumbar region. This is also for back pain. This is also for boils or nodes in that area, in the lumbar area. So कुछ भी फोड़ा है, फुंसी है, कोई दर्द है, या कुछ ऐसी प्रॉब्लम है जिसमें आपको लगता है लिम्फ का ड्रेनेज वहां नहीं हो रहा है, वहां इन्फेक्शन हो रहा है किसी कारण से, then you can choose LY10. It is a very important point. Similarly, you have one more very important point, and that is LY10A. इसके पेशेंट्स भी आपके पास बहुत आएंगे. This is a very important point, LY10A, because this is for armpit. Any problem of armpit, remember, armpit में होने वाले जो problems होती हैं, उसमें most of the times you will see there is an infection. कभी वहां गांठ हो गई, कभी वहां फोड़ा हो गया, कभी वहां फुंसी हो गई, या कभी वहां पर रैशेस हो गई, या वहां पर इचिंग हो गई. इन सब केसेस में what you need to do, you need to treat lymph of that area. आर्मपिट इज एन एरिया विच इज फिल्ड अप विद लिम्फ नोड्स ऑल अराउंड. अगर यहाँ की लिम्फ नोड में प्रॉब्लम है तो प्रॉब्लम यहाँ भी आएगी एंड प्रॉब्लम ब्रेस्ट तक भी आ सकती है. सो अगर आर्मपिट अफेक्टेड है देन हैव अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट LY10A. वेरी clearly it is mentioned that it is for armpit, unlike any other meridian जिसमें इतना clearly mentioned नहीं है कि armpit के लिए आप एकदम direct point दे. 10A is a direct point for armpit. ठीक है. इसके अलावा देखिए और बाकी के जो जितने भी पॉइंट्स हैं वो आप एक बार गो थ्रू कर लीजिएगा, बुक में बहुत अच्छे से मेंशन है. बट देयर आर टू वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट्स व्हिच आई शुड टेल यू अबाउट लिम्फ मेरिडियन, एंड दैट इज, एक बात याद रखिए, लिम्फ की मेरिडियन जो है वो आपके TCM में यूबी की मेरिडियन के ऊपर और TCM की स्प्लीन की मेरिडियन के ऊपर ओवरलैप करती है. आई रिपीट इट अगेन. Lymph की meridian is a meridian which overlaps on two TCM meridians. दो TCM meridians के संग में overlap करती है, and that is one is UB की meridian and another one is spleen की meridian. So UB का channel जो है उसके ऊपर भी lymph का channel है. I'll show you that. Just a minute. See this figure. And this figure. In this picture, all the points are of which meridian? Put it in the chat box. यहाँ पर कौन से meridian के points दिखाए हुए? I'll zoom it for you. See, BL लिखा ना? What is BL? BL is bladder. Bladder means urinary bladder. So again mention करिए, chat box में डालिए, this BL meridian which is mentioned here, ये TCM के हिसाब से बात करें या BOL meridian के हिसाब से बात करें, क्योंकि यहाँ पर कुछ बहुत नए स्टूडेंट्स भी हैं. So the meridians which are present all over the body are called TCM meridian. So this is a TCM meridian. ठीक है. UB का चैनल कहाँ से शुरू हो रहा है? See this? ये आंखों के पास से शुरू होता है, this part, and it goes up on the head. ऊपर तरफ जाता है, ऊपर से होते हुए ये कहाँ जा रहा है? It is coming down. This is the back side of the body. So ये ऊपर से नीचे की तरफ spine के parallel नीचे जा रहा है. See this. This is spine. ठीक है? This is spine. Spine के parallel UB के दो चैनल हैं, देखिए. This is 1, this is 2. One, 2. See the second channel. UB 36 से होते हुए जो पॉइंट्स नीचे की तरफ जा रहे हैं, these points are nothing but the lymph channels. Remember this. So UB 36 से 49, 36 से 49 का जो चैनल है, this is actually the lymph channel of body. So UB का 36 से 37 से 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. If you are choosing any of these points are actually detoxifying the body or increasing the immunity of the body because it is related to lymph channel. ये याद रखना है, ये एक नई बात है, ये याद रखनी पड़ेगी. ठीक है. Another important, UB means urinary bladder. Another important thing which I said is second channel, and that is overlapping the spleen channel, spleen meridian. So in the spleen meridian, you have SP9 to SP21. You can also call it PN9 to PN21. Both are same. One is on the left side of the body, one is on the right side of the body. But SP9 से लेकर SP21 तक का जो चैनल है, या फिर अगर आप राइट साइड ऑफ द बॉडी में बोले तो PN9 से PN21 तक का जो चैनल है, दिस होल चैनल इज एक्चुअली द लिम्फ चैनल. सो अगर आप SP9 दे रहे हैं या SP10 या SP11 एंड सो ऑन अप टू SP21 या PN21 तक का कोई भी पॉइंट चूज कर रहे हैं, so you are actually draining out the toxins from the body or the area which this point is stimulating. Where are these points present? See, this is SP9. This is SP9. Okay, and this is going up through the groin region and up into the torso. See, it is going up and to the near the clavicle, coming down into the flanks. So this is SP21. So ये पूरा जो pathway है, ये पूरा SP का pathway या PN का pathway, it is actually the lymph channel. ठीक है? One more thing which we should remember is lymph can be of two types. Why I'm mentioning this? I'm mentioning this because this will be useful to you when you learn about one more meridian. Lymph can be either superficial or it can be deep lymph. Superficial lymph or deep lymph. So superficial lymph is a lymph we're talking about. जो जिस lymph की अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं, जो body के अंदर flow कर रहा है, and it is providing nourishment and detoxifying the body. ये जो काम कर रहा है, जिस lymph, जिस fluid की बात कर रहे हैं, ये कौन सा है? Superficial lymph. Deep lymph कौन सा lymph है? Deep lymph वो lymph है जो deep part of the body में. That means जो organs से related है. So किसी organ में फोड़ा हो गया, किसी organ में गांठ हो गई, किसी organ में cirrhosis या घाव हो रहा है, so the lymph which you will treat won't be LY, it would be OR. ये एक और नई मेरिडियन है डॉक्टर वॉल की, जिसे हम डिस्कस करेंगे. आउट ऑफ ऑल द 9 टिश्यू मेरिडियंस, दिस इज वन ऑफ द टिश्यू मेरिडियन which is OR meridian, and this OR meridian is also lymph meridian. ठीक है, क्लियर? So what did we discuss today? हमने क्या देखा? आज हमने कुछ lymph related नई बातें देखी. First of all, we discussed about what is lymph. Lymph is a fluid which flows through the whole body. What are the different parts of lymph? Parts of lymph are lymph vessel, lymph node. What is its function? Function क्या है? Nourishment provide करना and detoxify करना. Number 4, where does it flow? It flows to the central part of the body. All over the body there's a network of lymph, but it ultimately drains everything of the lymph, drains into the main central channel, which pours into the superior vena cava and ultimately into heart. ठीक है, ये हमने lymph के बारे में जाना. Fifth, हमने क्या देखा? Lymph is of two types, superficial and deep lymph. Superficial is LY meridian and deep lymph is OR meridian. उसके बाद हमने देखा number 6, when to use lymph meridian. It can be used anytime whenever you see infection in the body. कहीं पर भी शरीर में infection आ रहा है तब आप उसको use कर सकते हो, but especially for the sense organs. बहुत अच्छा काम करते हैं, सेंस ऑर्गन्स के लिए बहुत अच्छा काम करता है, स्पेशली द फोसाई. कौन कौन से हैं? फॉर एग्जांपल आईज में इंफेक्शन हो रहा है, ईयर में हो रहा है, नोज में हो रहा है, क्योंकि साइनस का आप कर सकते हो, इसमें आप टॉन्सिल्स का कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो this is that is why lymph meridian is very very important. So this foci के लिए हम specially choose कर सकते हैं. Number 7, we discussed about some other important points which we should remember while treating lymph की meridian. Number 8, we should remember. अच्छा, अभी एक क्वेश्चन आया था which is a very good question, how to locate the points LY का 10, 10A, इनको कैसे locate करना है. I'll show you one very important and very beautiful picture related to lymph meridian. इसको भी आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लेना. वैसे ये संस्थान की वेबसाइट पर भी है, और ये चाइनीज हैंडबुक जो है ना आपकी, it is also there in the Chinese handbooks. So see this picture. This is a very important picture. इसका स्क्रीनशॉट लेकर जरूर रखिएगा. Lymph की meridian starts from the outer side, from the radial side. This is also the lateral area, है ना. So this is the outer edge, yin yang का border, जहां से lymph की meridian शुरू हो रही है, and it passes through the yin yang border only and goes up to the upper part of the body and also goes to the back side of the body. So ये जो points है, इसमें आपको क्या याद रखना है? See, the important points, follow this pathway. Follow this pathway. So the points LY 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10A, 10A किस लिए लिया था हमने? 10A we chose for armpit, isn't it? Now see this point by 11 and 12. 11 is here, 12 is here. So this 11, 12, and on the back side of the body, you can see LY 13 and LY 14. These are also very important points. LY 13 and LY 14. LY 13 and 14, these points are lateral to the spine. Spine ke lateral hai. Now how to locate these points? LY 13 and 14 specially. For LY 13, you should remember C6. From C6, it is almost 1.5 kun. And LY 14, this particular point is from thoracic 1. From thoracic 1, it is 3 kun lateral. Okay, so LY 13 is 1.5 chun or kun lateral to C6, cervical 6, and LY 14 is 3 chun lateral to thoracic 1. Thoracic 1 से lateral है. Now see this location also. This one and this one. ये सबसे important pictures हैं. Why? Because LY 11 and 12, when you're treating, it is very difficult to plot the points. 11 and 12. 11 and 12 actually falls, if you see these two pictures, A and B, these are actually the insect or the correspondence of lymph meridian on the palm. जैसे आपने बियोल की मेरिडियंस प्लॉट की थी ना, पूरी बॉडी की मेरिडियंस जो है हथेली पर प्लॉट की थी as बियोल मेरिडियन. Similarly, you can plot lymph की मेरिडियन also on the palm. lymph की मेरिडियन को आप palm पर प्लॉट कर सकते हो, जिसमें कुछ पॉइंट्स देखिए इंडेक्स फिंगर पर दिखा रखे और कुछ पॉइंट अंगूठे पर दिखा रखे. तो जो अभी क्वेश्चन किया गया था कि LY 10A, 10B, how to plot these points? Where are these points? See this? This is your Vat joint, this is your Pitta joint, and this is your cuff joint. So just below the cuff joint, you have LY 10A and 10B. This is your cuff joint, lowermost joint, and this point, these points are on the border of the yin yang side. So this is yin yang side. So just below the yin yang, just below the cuff joint, on the yin yang border, if you touch this area, then you can feel there's a groove. You can feel a bony groove here. So this is 10A, 10B ka location. So if you want to plot the point 10A, 10B, instead of finding it out or searching it on the body directly, you plot it here on the index finger. ये practical बता रही हूँ. ये practical application है lymph की meridian का. Similarly, LY 11, 12, 13 and 14, which is very good drainage, very good infection points for this area also. LY 11, 12, 13, 14, because ये इस area का पूरा drainage करेंगे. So 11, 12 को यहाँ find out करना एंड 13-14 को यहाँ फाइंड आउट करना थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट हो सकता है. सो व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, हम यहाँ पर पॉइंट दे सकते हैं और यहाँ पर बहुत अच्छा काम करेंगे आपके स्टार मैग्नेट्स. यूजुअली आई डोंट प्रेफर स्टार मैग्नेट्स बिकॉज स्टार मैग्नेट बहुत चुभते हैं, पॉइंटेड एजेस होते हैं ना, बट इन पॉइंट्स के लिए बहुत अच्छा काम करेंगे बिकॉज इट विल गिव प्रेशर एज वेल एज इट विल sedate. Remember one thing, star magnets always have a sedating effect. उसमें sedation का इफेक्ट रहता है. सो LY 11, 12 ये जो एरिया है ना, यहाँ पर बहुत ज्यादा चुभेंगे नहीं बिकॉज दिस इज अ फ्लफी एरिया, दिस इज अ सॉफ्ट एरिया. सो यहाँ पर 11, 12 दो पॉइंट जॉइंट के ऊपर, एक पॉइंट जॉइंट के ऊपर और एक पॉइंट जॉइंट के नीचे. सिमिलरली एक पॉइंट जॉइंट के ऊपर, एक पॉइंट जॉइंट के नीचे. एंड ऑन द बैक साइड सी द लोकेशन, कफ जॉइंट पर 1 point up and 1 point below the joint, both side. This will treat LY 10, LY 11, 12 and 13, 14. These are marvelous points if you want to apply, and you apply it on the thumb instead of applying it on the body. Okay. You have these pictures in Sansthan's website also. You tell me one thing, lymph ki meridian, lymph itself जो है, ये क्वेश्चन है, सबके लिए क्वेश्चन है. lymph जो है वो inflammation, it shows inflammation or it shows degeneration. If lymph ka point is sensitive, what does it show? Good. So everyone is saying inflammation. If it is showing inflammation, then should you tone it or you should sedate it? So you will sedate it. Now you got the answer. This is how you will think. Instead of asking for the answer, think for the answer. Search for the answer. That how to locate a point. Okay? How to understand whether to tone a point or sedate a point. Okay? So this is about lymph channel and its points and how to use it for treatment purpose.